big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. It's caught outright by Graham.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Boy, you got to think that having the 37-year-old veteran Jason Witten back at tight end is going to be great for Dak Prescott for plays just like that. And you think to last year when Witten wasn't there, it was kind of a rotating carousel. They had Blake Jarwin, Jeff Swaim, Rico Gathers, Dalton Schultz. But Witten back out there and doing his thing again. Elliott. Blake Martinez, the NFC's leading tackler a year ago, in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Check 50, check 50.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
I'm coming for you.
Here's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get this back to just the 20 with a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Rodgers now to throw. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott completes it right side to Cooper. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. We're going to 53.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go. 42, check. Mike 42. Pick me up. 26.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Here we go. All day.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Mike 42. Kill.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Rodgers. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
In your face.
To throw is Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and sometimes you're there too soon.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense, I got from it, and I think you did as well. They weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers throwing again. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're march off another 15 against your squad.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Prescott now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now Prescott on the left side. Gallup's got it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Line in. Here we go. 154. Line in.
Here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's got room. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. He sets to fire deep, and it's knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete.
Complete to Geronimo Allison. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Rodgers now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
1st down, Packers.
58, 54. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Get 300. Get 300. Look at you.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Green Bay.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action.
You got nothing yet. You got nothing. Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jamal Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Crosby with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Let's go.
1st down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
The throw over the middle taken in. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
They don't want it.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Chance.
On third down, it's Prescott. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really started to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott now. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Max 50. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hey, 47. 26.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott over the middle. Amari Cooper. It's complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Prescott now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Caught left side by Cobb. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. The kick by Maher is good. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this with intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and it's third down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Returnable here for Davis. They got the lead here in the second half. That's the last penalty you want to commit.
And they were getting the ball. Why are you going after the punter there? Just take the football and keep going.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on fourth down leads to 1st and 10. This one caught left side by Cooper. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Check, 42's the mark. I got one. Slam.
They go to Elliott again. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. From just shy of midfield, Prescott to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good. I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
What? 46.
Prescott on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Tight right. We got 4. We're going to 53.
And again, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To the air again, Prescott. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Prescott yet again. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that?
on, what does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
26.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now Rodgers. Flushed out right, and this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw again. And left side here, it's Graham.
I got you, boy.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Cowboys' 33-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Leighton Vander Esch, 3rd in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year. There on the stop.
And it brings up 3rd down.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Check it back. 26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Rodgers now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Prescott gets this to the tight end, Jarwin. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. 1st down, Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On 1st down, Elliott. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th-quarter lead.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
From the 24, Prescott. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
There he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Here's Rodgers, and Graham's got it over the middle. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Two former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end, Graham. Packer first down. Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. This is Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
No. 258. 48 right now. Let's go. Bring it. Go right. 26. 36. 36.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers, he's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Watch the edge. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Top go. Protein spill.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Geronimo Allison, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have retaken the lead.
Touchdown, Green Bay. Mason Crosby for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty.
And I think the ball's out. And this is going to be Packer football.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Pushing through to contact. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Packers. Jamal Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw, Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 12 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kevin King with a pick. Intended that time for Cooper. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 33 and a first.
A gain of 33 yards on the play.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Pick up on the play. And
Cut!
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.